Hello. I was just thinking about professional practice. Come in, let's have a chat. Ah!
Smart targets, I have 3. Breaking down my goals into categories. Organize my time, build a landing site, and register myself with HMRC. Looking at the first, I wanna be findable with a search. I wanna show the people what I'm made of. If I don't, they'll never take off. I'd like to be thorough, wanna learn skills that are useful to others. So I turn the other way, don't touch Squarespace. Take up CSS, build from scratch my own front face. Months down the line, I feel it was worth the investment of time. I gained the confidence, know the maintenance to keep my side in line. But I'm not done yet, I know the next steps. I'm still perplexed by DNS to learn the rule set, to write parameters for the back end. Smart target, 7 flow, measuring myself as my experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. Smart target 2, I'm never getting finished with the stuff that I do. I reckon I need a daily agenda, systemized process to provide me some structure. I implemented daily notes to build a habit out of maximizing focus flow. 3 points on a bulleted list, it wasn't comprehensive but you get the gist. The main function was to write it down, keep the ideas fresh and around my head, cause when I didn't I tended to forget. Year in the policies wearing thin, it seems arbitrary, the useful is limited, the success is varied. Smart targets, ebb and flow, measuring myself as my experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. Smart target 3, I need to get registered with HMRC. I expect to freelance to manage my finance. I thought I ought to enlist as an LLC. Embarked on my research, I found that my aims were quite absurd. An LLC is surplus to my requirements. With my newfound knowledge I could refine them and get a UTR. Without it I won't be getting far. It tells HMRC that I can be filling tax self-assessments, apply to the online portal, get an account with my details sorted, read documentation under laws and regulations, learn how to fill the form, create a folder, make a space, invoices and receipts organized by date, keep the fiscal sorted so I can have my accounts in order. Smart target, 7 flow, measuring myself with experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. Not so much work experience that I'll send myself delirious. Next shift circadio every week, developing my editing technique. In and out of the breakfast team, producing brand sweepers as the station needs. Catching the eye for terminology, improve my workflow and build my knowledge in what's standard and what's best practice. Made a point to learn the habits, broaden my understanding of production, office antics. Got my first paid gig in TV, fixing broken audio, it ain't easy. Aren't you know, but Rex added him to my personal network. And on that note, bit my LinkedIn up to over 500. Although I never post and I hate to boast, but that feels pretty huge. Smart targets, ebb and flow, measuring myself as my experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. There's always time for self-reflection, building up my media skills through introspection. And as I do my self-reflection, I find areas to improve, and I dissect them. There's always room for mindset growth, and I found ways that I know I can enhance my employment chance. Number one, I need to know what's going on in TV and radio. I'm out of the zeitgeist, but what I'd like, guys, need to broaden my consumption of the right kind of news. I need to find some magazines that I can peruse. I can try to curate the feed on my home screen, and I can start to read scenes before I sleep. Small steps to see the bigger picture. Smart targets ebb and flow, measuring myself as experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. The next fiscal year starts on the 5th, and I better be sure I stay on top of it. Gotta use my photos to protect my invoices like gold dust. I have a bad habit of changing my directory structure. So often projects get lost in the mess. I need to fix this, reorganize my drives, make my folder trees more streamlined. And for long term, this will save me time. My site's great as a bio, I needed to host my folio. I gotta integrate a play that can keep itself updated. But before I can deploy that, I'll need to learn some JavaScript to complete my web dev toolkit. Smart targets ebb and flow, measuring myself as experience grows. Smart targets will evolve as I reevaluate what my aims involve. There's always time for self-reflection, building up my media skills through introspection. As I do my self-reflection, I find areas to improve, and I dissect them. There's always time for self-reflection, building up my media skills through introspection.